Hey everybody, it's your girl Jade with Young Gift the Hustler, the journey of a go-getter. So today is the first day of April. I'll usually be posting up around like 11ish, close to midnight. So check for that each day. That way, you can expect my videos by that time. So today we are going to be talking about decision making. So, I can talk to decision making because it's been so many things in my life that I have been indecisive about, but coming into this year and really honing in and aligning with my desires has really helped me. So I'm going to teach you 3 things about decision making today. The first thing I want to teach you about decision making is to follow your heart. When your mind and your heart is in combat about making a decision to move in a direction that's going to benefit your future. So it's been in kind of all aspects of my life with that. So it's been relationships I've had to make a decision. It's been in friendships that I had to make a decision. It's been in business relationships that I had to make a decision. It's been in education, I've had to make a decision. So there's many things that I've had to make decisions about. And I can share a few with you guys today. So my husband now, we've been together for about 9 years, and we're really transparent. It was a time that I didn't know whether I wanted to stay with him or if I wanted to leave with him. Stay with him or leave him. And I just started talking to everybody about my relationship, and it wasn't beneficial until I made a solid decision that, okay, this is my husband. Another thing, I went into an organization earlier, toward the last, maybe September of 2019. And I really thought that this decision was going to help me make a decision about what I wanted to do with my organization, or if I wanted to put my business first, or if I wanted to put Young Gift the Hustler first. And I thought going to this place would help me decide on whether or not I want to pursue either or. When I got there, it was hectic. It was chaotic to me. I did gain a lot in that experience. However, I had to make the decision to leave there. And I was supposed to be committed to it for a whole year, but it became unhealthy for me. And that's when I was like, okay, you make the decision of which way you want to go. And I'm here today making videos for Young Gift the Hustler because it's still evolving, and even my business is still evolving. So my ultimate goal is to do both. So I'm living in that goal right now. So another choice that I had to make a decision about is whether I wanted to go back to school or whether I wanted to invest more into my business. So I went away to college without knowing what it took to stay in college. I didn't know that you had to get so many loans out. I didn't know that I would, being an independent student, I needed a co-signer for loans to stay in school. And it was just something I didn't have. I spent my first year of school at Shaw University, and it was an amazing time. I was the freshman class president. They had me traveling throughout North Carolina to do ministry trips. I was on a radio station. I did awesome. That was a part of my life I will never forget, and I thrived so well in it. And coming back home, having kids, on a school back money that I couldn't afford to give them at the time, it hurt me, and it created not making a decision on moving forward with my life from that point. It created insecurities in me. It created doubt in myself about me. So I made the decision to, you invested into this financial industry world. You invested in being an entrepreneur. You invested time and energy into Young Gifted Hustler. Make the best out of it. And whatever it is that you're looking for, as long as you keep God first in the midst of all of what's going on, you'll be okay. So, and I'm okay. I invest in ways to enhance my knowledge about my business and come up with systems so that I can get better at my business and better at writing curriculum for Young Gifted Hustler. Looking to give you guys an ebook at the end of this 30 days. So I'm just letting you guys know, making a decision is the first step to anything. And then you don't want to be double-minded. The second thing I want to tell you to be not to be double-minded. You have to make a solid decision. So by double-minded, I mean, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this too, that repels, and they repel from each other. It's not a contrast. It doesn't align with it. I'm trying to think of a example in my life where it contrasted. Well, okay, I told you I opened up about my relationship with my husband in the beginning. So I wanted to be single for a minute, and I wanted to still, work things out with him. So I would get a phone call from a guy or something, and I could never go, figure out, if I wanted to meet a new person because I was still in love with my husband. So that was a time where, okay, you trying to be double-sided, and it just does not work out. It never works out when you make a double-sided decision. So make sure that you're firm in your decisions and that you stand on them. The last thing I want to tell you guys about decision making, once you make a solid decision, it opens up doors. So I'm going to tell you about something that happened to me today, and then I'm going to be done with this because I don't want to hold you guys too much. I always want to keep it under 10 minutes when I'm talking to you guys. But I was told by a colleague of mine who actually got me into the insurance company that I'm with now, that I'm thriving in. She said, if you get licensed in 11 more states, so now I'm a licensed insurance producer in 12 states, which I'm super excited about. She was going to link me up with a company, and I'm still waiting for that. It was only a few days, so I'm not really stressing over it because I know she's going to get back to me. But I'm like, oh my goodness, like all this money I just invested in getting these licenses. So I met 4 people from one of each state that I decided to, from me making the decision to go ahead and spend that money that we harbor to, but it's always going to come back. So I made that decision, and now I am a licensed insurance producer in 12 states. And glory to God for everything that I've done, because once I start putting my face in my Bible and praying more and surrounding myself with people who live with the fear of God in them, I definitely have seen so many things transpire in my life and align in my life. So I want you guys to make the decision. I've even had to make a few decisions of, cutting people off who aren't like-minded and who don't believe in the same things that I believe in. But by me choosing to really ride with God, everything has been working out for my good. So even when it doesn't, it does, because I'm a child of God. So I just want you guys to know that this last point is, make a decision and doors will open up for you. Don't be double-minded in your decisions. And make a decision based off of what you feel in your heart.